Are you recording?
Yes.
What's up, motherfuckers? We're here at Outback Steakhouse doing a deck profile while we wait on our table. So come on over. Let's see the cards. What was this? PPG Miami release tournament?
Yeah, it's the Supreme Rivalry release tournament. Looks like you played Green Broly.
Set 1 Broly hand destruction. If you don't know, bro, this deck's just super cool. I've been playing this deck a lot for like a long time, and it's cool to finally get like an event top with it.
So not a lot of players are going to know what this does because it's from set 1 and was never good. So why don't you actually tell us what this leader does?
All right, so on the front, swing, both players discard a card. On the back, swing, I draw 1, both players discard, both players pop a card in their battle area.
Wow, so it's trash on the front.
Horrible, but you play cards to not be as bad, right?
Right.
So we'll get into 4 Broly and triple ring. This is, okay, so when this card is discarded, you search through your deck for a Broly's ring. This is Broly's ring. This right here, that's Broly's ring.
That's interesting. That's called demonic restraint.
Right, demonic restraint, right? So, say in Berserker, you take 1 or 2 life. So he helps you self-awaken, and he plays like the card that actually makes your deck work. So this has a lot of effects. The only relevant ones are it counts as Broly's ring, which is why this searches it, and then you do not discard cards from your own leader ability. And then if this card is sent from the field or the hand to the drop area by a battle or leader skill, you replay it and you take up to 1 life. So on the back side, you swing with your leader, you draw 1. I do not discard 1. I pop my field spell and I replay my field spell. And
wow, so that's a plus 3.
Yeah, hard plus 3. Broly hits field spells, man. Baby, King Cold, King Vegeta hits field spells. It's broken. I killed King Vegeta's field spell on turn 2. It was good. I won that game.
Ooh, I bet you did.
Yeah.
So you're playing 7 field spells instead of 8. It seems like the field spell is very important to the deck. Why not play 8?
You always draw it, dog. There was
That's
one
fair.
I said on the team talk, you'll lose like 1 or 2 games because you don't draw it. Against King Cold in round 4, I didn't draw it until turn 5 or 6. I lost that game, but I won that matchup. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Deck optimization.
Exactly. Yeah. I think I'm exactly 52 because like you want to draw this.
What you trying to hide back there?
Oh God, one SR. Somebody send me an SPR. I'll buy it for $5. All right, Bardock. It's a good unison, man. You turbo awaken in this deck. What people don't realize is like I'm playing a hand destruction deck. My opponent cannot afford to combo cards against me. This makes like this +1, this -3. It doesn't matter. His real effect is auto. When your opponent combos, drop their combo. That's like them discarding a card. This card comes out, discards 2 cards from my opponent's hand, lets me Frieza, and that's all it needs to do. When I swing with a critical, I just freaking I swing 15 crit, no combo. They discard 2 cards out of the hand. It's beautiful.
So why would you run this over, say, Demigra?
Okay, because my front side is garbage. My back side is good, so I want to be at 4 life. It's the only way for me to awaken, right?
Yep.
If I play Demigra and I turbo down to 4 life, Demigra just dies. It sucks, right?
Yep.
Now I do sideboard some Demigras for hyper aggro. it's Demigra can still be good in this deck, but this is the better unison in the main board.
Sometimes you got to get that Frieza out there, right?
You got to get that Frieza out. Okay.
All right.
Let me put spells at the bottom. Okay. Oops. All right. 1 drops. 4 Paragus. Once per turn, you pop a green card in your battle area and draw 1, right? So you combine that with your field spell. What?
There we go. Keep going.
Okay. Combine that with your field spell. Once per turn, draw a card. Play this. You can take a life to self-awaken. As long as it sticks on the board, it's drawing a card every turn. Huge advantage engine.
So you're saying this card is broken if it doesn't die in this deck?
Broken if it doesn't die. It always dies. Always pop it with Bardock. Just don't get greedy. Summon this. Turn 1. Turn 2. Play this. Pop this. Don't get greedy. This is always going to die. Just get your +1 while you can.
Okay.
4 Kakuntas. On summon, draw a card. And then it's a 1 drop to pop with Bardock. Sometimes you just need to draw a card. It's good enough. I'll probably cut this down to like 2 or 3, not going to lie.
How often does the second effect come up?
Literally never. So second effect is if your opponent has 3 energy and 8 cards in hand, this card gains double strike. Burst 2, it gains double strike, and it becomes a 20k double striker. My opponent never has 8 cards in hand. This is a 1 mana cycle. It's a +2, right? Draw 1, discard 1 for my opponent. I'll probably cut it down to 2. It's actually not that good.
Do you play the Rivalry that searches it?
I cut it. I was playing it, but I cut it. 4 Paragus super combo, right? You play a lot of dead ass cards in hand. Like the field spells are dead in hand after turn 1, so you just want to warp them.
That is the ugliest super combo.
Yeah. I know. This event pack art is not good. Triple Rosie.
Ah, this card seems good, right?
Discard 2. When it's summoned, discard 2, gain triple attack. This is my win con, bro.
Everybody look at that word right there that says
triple
deflect.
Attack. Yep,
no, it's deflect. That's the big word.
Has deflect. They can't. It's huge, right? Triple attack. This is my win con. Discard 2. My opponent has like 4 cards in hand. Summon. Now they have 2. Swing. Now they have 1. Rosie's going to win the game.
So do you play Rivalry 2-drop?
I do not play Rivalry 2-drop.
Would you say Rosie is better than Rivalry 2-drop?
Rosie has replaced, even though she costs 1 additional energy, you're paying 1 more energy to get a 15k triple attack, and it's just more effective. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
King Cold. I don't
Topo.
have foils yet. When you have a field spell in play, he reduces his cost by 1, so he costs 2. So he is a topo. When your opponent attacks a leader card, they have to discard a card from their hand. They do not have the resources to push through this. I'm playing hand destruction. My opponent has 5 cards in hand the entire game. If they want to neg 2 for me to out combo them, they can. And it's a 15k body. Boop.
Yep.
Really good card.
So this seems to have negative synergy with the Unison. You got any comments on that?
No, just sequence. Just play good. I don't like. If you're playing against hyper aggro, you're not going to play your Unison. If you're playing against a control deck, you'll play your Unison. You'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Because remember that card is leader only. Everybody watching, so
leader
they
only.
can push on Unison or battle cards without any loss.
I agree. Sometimes they just attack your Unison. That's fine. I'd rather my Unison die than lose the game.
Your Unison. You play that and it does its job. It ends the turn.
Yeah. And like I said, this Unison dies. Like, this Unison does not stick on the board. You play it, you get a +2, and you play Freezer, and then it dies. Like, it's okay. You don't. This deck doesn't rely on Unisons that heavily. Double Son Goku, the Awakened Power. I'll probably bump this back up to 3.
Power of Legend. You
Excuse
can't play
me.
Double
Awakened
Son
Power.
Goku.
Excuse me.
Awakened Power. This is how we're winning 2 secret rares.
When my opponent discards a card, you play it for free. It's a 15k crit. Activate main. Warp it. Warp one of my opponent's 4 cost or less.
Ooh, and look what it says, everybody.
Pre-release.
Pre-release. This man can't afford an SPR Bardock to save his life, but there's a pre-release double stampy.
This deck's almost max rating. It's just a really good card. It's a really good card.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll probably bump it back up to 3. The issue is it's a 0 mana +0 combo.
Ugh.
That's why it sucks. If it was a 0 +0, I'll probably just play 4. Like, if it was 0 +5.
Speaking of, a lot of your cards are either spells or 1 mana 10Ks or 0/0s.
Yeah.
Do you find it kind of scary since you go to 4 life almost immediately? Can games get kind of hard if you're against aggro? Like, would you call aggro your worst matchup?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if my opponent can win the game on 2, like, I generally can't out combo them. But like, by the time we're at turn 4, my hand is just bigger, and I'm just kind of dormant. And it's like on turn 4, they do not have the resources to combo.
Except for super combos.
Except for if they have 4 super combos, good for them. But
all right, so what do we got next?
Cooler, bro. Okay, so this card reduces itself for by 1 energy for each extra card on the field or in the drop. So you're
That's silly.
Yeah. So he cost 1. I think I did pay 2 for him one time today, but hey, this is a good card for 2 energy.
Also pretty.
Yeah.
Look, guys, a set 13 card.
Yeah, set 13 card. Yeah, negate a 4 cost or less. It's put in the drop instead. Counterplay, broken. Auto, if your opponent has 8 cards in hand or more, they discard 1. Guess what? They don't. And then he's a 15k attacker. Boop.
Now, interesting note about this card, though, only reduces during the opponent's turn.
Correct. Only during the opponent's turn. It'd be broken if you could hit a topo with this, but I actually did tap.
Are we afraid of a topo? You can tap 4 for it.
I did tap 4. I just negated it wasn't a topo, it was a repost or something. Like,
That'll do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Quad Frieza, yeah, we play Frieza. Frieza's good.
I don't believe this needs explanation.
No, yeah. Well, in this deck, you play it, and then you combo with it. That's it.
Strong. Very
good
strong.
enough, yeah.
Do you play 5 drops of Masu?
I should sideboard it. I realized today that I should sideboard it. I don't own any. I'm going to have to buy some, unfortunately. One secret identity. Yeah, it's because of, like, Cooler needs cards in your drop area. It's kind of hard to like sequence these together.
Little negative synergy.
It's a little negative synergy, but it's okay. Like Secret Identity just wins games. Like you clear the whole board. You swing with your leader. You clear like 4 battle cards. It's a lot. It's a lot. And we only play 1 over him. Big Monkey SCR.
Big Monkey win game.
Big Monkey win game.
Did you ever use this for its 5 energy?
Yeah, both all the time. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this secret rare, it clears anything except a Unison, but it also has a 5 energy effect, which comes out as a dual attack triple strike.
Dual attack triple strike 40k. My opponent has 4 cards in hand.
Dead.
GG. Like they're not out comboing it twice. Now we get into the spells. Quad Dormant. This card sucks now. What the hell? Why is Dormant bad now?
Do you think moving forward, you're saying it's bad. Do you think moving forward you cut it down to 3 or 2 or cut it completely?
Not cut it completely. Probably cut it down to 3 at first and see how that. I was siding it out so much. I was like, what? Why is Dormant's so bad now? What happened?
That's very interesting. Hot take.
I would start with 3 and then kind of maybe even go down to 2. Just play more battle cards. I don't know.
So is that why they're reprinting it? Because it's bad now?
Yeah, now it's bad. They're reprinting. Clones, like amazing. Like better than Dormant, right? If you're a 5 life, you can take one instead of paying the cost. Summon a blocker, 5 cost blocker. You can also combo with the blocker. Just a really good card, man.
Oh, the blocker for this deck actually has combo power.
Yeah, the blocker for this deck has combo power.
That's a big deal.
Double Death Ball. You just a hard negate that kills a 2-drop. It's really good. Yeah.
Would you bump this up to 3 and do a 3/3 split on the dormant?
Absolutely.
Death Ball?
I was doing that in the sideboard like all day. So yeah, I would just do that. So I played 4, like Roshi's gone. So I was playing 4 dormants because like now that Roshi's gone, it's like, well, I just want more dormants. But now that like dormant's just not that good anymore, bro. I don't know. And then double cells.
Hard negates just seem to be where it's at.
Hard negates are where it's at. Yeah, double cell. Again, my opponent can't combo for shit. So when they swing at me with a 25, 1 mana, don't take a damage, discard a card. It's really good.
Okay.
All right, my sideboard was garbage.
Oh, we're rocking in the side deck here.
My sideboard was
tier
garbage.
1 side deck.
It was horrible. Meta tokens.
Best card in the side deck.
Okay. Best one has ruined me. I don't. Best one has done me so dirty. I don't know how to sideboard in this game anymore. I need to. I will show you my sideboard, and then I'll talk about the cards I should be sideboarding.
Okay.
Okay. Focus Breakthrough. 3 of them. This is for Deborah. Deborah, Ritual at Hand. Literally like 4 people sided in against me. This negates it. It's good, and it hits like it hits any 3 cost, so it's good.
So what does Deborah do?
Deborah is when it's discarded from your opponent's hand, they tap 1, play it, and draw 2. It's a 15k attacker. So like I swing with my leader and they +2 off of it. It's horrible. So you have to Focus Breakthrough it.
They basically null 2 of your leader attacks.
Exactly. Yeah.
And threaten damage.
Exactly. Double Koitsukai. Same thing. Like this is good against everything generally, but also Deborah. Right, it's good against everything. You know what Koitsukai is.
Again, 2 Koitsukai in his side deck, 1 SR Bardock.
Will you leave me alone? Double of this Frieza. This card
this card is good.
The reason I don't mainboard it, 1 mana plus 10k combo. It's a really good card. So it has a lot of deflect, double strike. It costs 3 because I have a bunch of extra cards in my drop and on my field. If it's in rest mode, I pop my field spell, replay my field spell, untap it, pop one of my opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and choose a card in their hand and discard it. Oh my god, that's broken.
Did you know it does not have to be in rest mode for that effect?
I didn't think about it. I didn't side this in a single time today.
That's fair. Okay.
But okay, so it doesn't even have to be in rest mode. You can just summon and pop it off. Okay. So it hits a barrier card that's like Bojack, like any good barrier card.
Inspired Technique Vegeta.
Inspired Technique Vegeta. It's a dual attack, double strike, 25k. Only reason we don't play it is because Rosie, like I want the discard 2 from Rosie, and then I just side this in.
Makes sense.
Another one of these guys, I'm just gonna put this in the main.
It doesn't match.
It doesn't matter. That's why it's in the sideboard.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I agree with that logic.
Yeah.
I would also do that.
1 Kakunsa. I'm gonna bump this up to 2. This is so good against King Vegeta. King Cold. King Cold plays like 2 mana creatures, and I can just counter it with this. This is really good again. This was super clutch in King Cold. I'm gonna bump this up to 2 on the sideboard. Really cool.
They don't have barrier either.
They do not have barrier. Yeah.
So she works.
Yeah.
She
so
puts
like
in work.
when King Cold summons this and attacks, I can just Kakunsa. It's the most effective way to deal with this card outside of a counterplay Frieza that I may or may not have in hand.
And she's an attacker too.
She's
20k.
20k attacker. 2 to Migra. I played 2 on the side. Hyper aggro. If my opponent's going first, I can play this and not die. Like that's all it comes down to. So if I were to play King Vegeta aggro, maybe Red Broly, I would side in these 2.
And I just got a sneak peek of what was in his side deck after this.
It's
and
good. All right, 1 more Death Ball. Yeah, I kept siding out the dormant for the Death Ball. I'm just fixing in the main board. It's a good card.
Okay. So you're saying a 3/3 split on Death Ball dormant.
Correct. Okay. The next 3 cards don't matter. Next 1 hard.
Oh, what year is it?
I ran out of cards to sideboard. Like
what a novel problem.
The cards I wanted to actually sideboard, I did not actually own at the time. So I ran out of cards to sideboard. So 1 hard, never sided it in.
All right.
Card sucks. 1 6-drop slugs for flavor, dog.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah, it does not. Yeah. I got this from like Sublet. He sideboards the 6-drop Broly. I sided in the Slug. Slug's my boy. I love this deck.
That's messed up. They discards 1 more card than Broly.
1 more, and then a Kikono.
What? It's the best card in your deck.
You can pop it with Bardock. I wanted to side it in on stream.
Synergy.
Actually,
he thought about this.
Yeah, actually, my wife told me to sideboard this card, and so I did. So, okay, cards you should actually be sideboarding: 4-drop Majin Vegeta Unison. It's like discard 1, clear the whole board, ignoring barrier. Really good against Mecha Frieza.
Okay. This is the Agents of Destruction.
Agent
Vegeta?
of Destruction it's a Unison. Zamasu 5-drop that you tribute Frieza and you summon it.
This is the one with indestructible, and when it attacks, it discards a card.
Exactly. So like against King Cold, like in the green, this was Rios told me this because I ended up playing Rios. He played that card on me. It was like a +10 throughout the whole match. It was crazy value. Definitely should be siding that card. I feel like there's one more I was going to talk about, but now I'm forgetting. So it doesn't matter. I didn't side it. Sideboard was trash.
All right, so let's just a brief overview of your day. What'd you play against? What'd you win against? What'd you lose against?
Okay, round 1 was Cell Surge. It was horrible. Like, we're both hand destruction decks, but he, like, his was, like, just, I guess, better built against. He also, like, sided in, like, Deborah's against me. I was like, ugh, whatever.
3 of them things.
3 Deborah's. Like, so I lost that one. That was not good. Round 2, I played Agents of Destruction. That was kind of a freebie. Played Launch. That was just, you just beat Launch. Then I played King Cold. That was like the hardest game I had all day.
And that was Rios, right?
That was Rios, yeah. Shout out to him. Cool, good match. I won that one 2-1. Game 1, I didn't draw a field spell, and like that, like I said, like you lose one game, maybe 2 games a day because you don't draw a field spell. You just take it in stride, and move on. And like that's just a good matchup for Broly. Game 3, if he didn't have that Zamasu, the game would have been over way quicker. So like that Zamasu is just so good. Then I played Duval in top 8, and that was King Vegeta. That's like a matchup I probably should be winning. He's such a good player, man. He played it so well. I cleared his field spell on turn 2, game 1. It was horrible. He was not happy about that. Game 2, he like just killed me on turn 3. Like his deck was so aggressive, man. And then like game 3, we went like to turn 8 or 9.
Self-destruct button was activated.
Yeah, he was like. He plays like these, like the Unisons were really like just doing a lot of work for him. Like that Jaren Unison was putting in hella work against me, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, so, for sure. That Unison, the call.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, set 1 Broly. Hey, man, good tournament. Shout out PPG. Shout out everybody I played. Sublet. Shout out to him. Shout out Josh Duquette, man. The Broly boys. Yeah. Shout out to Josh Duquette and all the Broly bros from the Facebook page, man. That's it, really. It was a great event, man. Y'all should, if you're anywhere in Miami, bro, you should come, or anywhere in Florida, come check out these Miami events, man. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to PPG. Shout out to Team FOE, PPG. Yep. Check out the Patreon and all the content from them. Here is their logo, Pro Play Tour. Yep. And everybody, have a nice time, and thanks for watching.
Yep.